Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode here at Tribal Trades, coming at you from the great state of Florida. One hell of a drug. And I do want to welcome you to the channel wherever you are tuning in from around the world. Thanks for watching. Title of today's show is This Bounce is a Very Good Sign. We're going to jump into what that bounce is and what history can tell us about it and where to possibly next. But before we do that, of course, smash the like button. This does help get this channel out to more people, and of course does help support the channel, as does your wonderful comments that you take the time to write. I take the time to read them and respond. So let's jump over to the main article for today, which is here from Ryan Dietrich. The S&P 500 is on pace to be up more than 5% in May. There isn't a month that sees better future returns when this happens than May. So if May is up more than 5%, it is a very good sign. Never lower a year later and up nearly 20% on average. Also up nearly 14% average and higher 84% after any month up 5%. This isn't bearish. And as you can see here, these are the beautiful stats that you can see. And you can see May is absolutely cooking. And this is from all the way back from 1950 through to current. So a 5% bounce in stocks in May is a very good sign. And I did a video called Sell in May and Go Away, or Sell or Stay and Play. And I showed actually in that video, you can go back and watch it maybe a month ago, I actually showed in that video how May isn't a time to sell. Historically, it's actually been a decent time to hold. It's actually June and September that tends to be the months that are a little bit more bearish. But I thought that was very, very interesting there that you can see here on this chart. So what does that mean? Well, if we go over to the SPY over here, and as we can see on the SPY, the May has been absolutely fantastic. From the start of May here, it has gone up considerably on a beautiful run. And of course, the entry that I gave was all the way back here around the low 480s area, and we got that beautiful buy signal on the Tribal Trades Signals Indicator. The Tribal Trades Signals Indicator. Look how almost got the bottom, not quite. Remember what I say, those who try and pick bottoms get smelly fingers here. We're not trying to pick bottoms. We're just trying to see a bullish reversal signal. That's what we got here. And look how beautiful that was until we got a bearish reversal signal. Now, it wasn't quite at the most local top, but it's pretty close, okay? And that would have got out at a beautiful gain there from the high 400s all the way up to the high 500s. And then even as we came down here and touched and tested the 200-day moving average here, as you can see, the blue line coming up here is the 200-day simple moving average. It came there, beautifully tested it, and we got another bullish reversal. This is this green arrow here on the Tribal Trades Indicator. And so that fired off absolutely beautiful there, and there are some more gains there for the SPY. And so this looks to be right now, well, it doesn't look to be, it is a higher low. And so what we'll be looking to do now is to set in a higher high for some bullish continuation and maybe get back up to making a new all-time high. And really, that's what history is really telling us, that if we have a bullish May. Now, there are a few days left. I'm not expecting any kind of capitulation event. However, you never know what kind of a tweet is going to come out at any time, but you just must be prepared for it, okay? And so part of my trading strategy has been moving, as I've shared a few times here on my show, talked about how I pivoted to stocks and putting more into stocks from crypto. And so I sold a lot of my positions in January and February in crypto, I sold all of my stocks positions apart from Tesla. I just took profits and kept the rest, and was able to buy back those stocks down pretty low using these tribal trades signals, this trading strategy that I have developed and that I teach and make available in the Tribal Trades Discord. Okay, this is a private trading group that you can get access to. There is a link below in the description. If you click on the more button, that will pop out, and there'll be a link there where you can sign up for the Tribal Trades Discord for less than a cup of coffee a day. You can invest in yourself and invest in your trading, joining our private trading community. There's live trading sessions. There are tons of educational resources. And of course, the Tribal Trades Indicator comes included with the subscription membership. And so there is plenty of education, resources, trade setups, and of course, entertainment, because I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is for education and entertainment purposes only. Are you not entertained? And give you a quick little sneak peek of the Discord here. You can see all the different wonderful channels that we have available. One of them being the stocks plays, and one they gave this morning, the Nvidia long ETF, which is called NVDU. It's a 2x leverage position in Nvidia. Gave an entry at 75 and a target of 80 to 82. Well, of course, we had Nvidia earnings play out, and let's just have a quick look at how this trade is playing out. Now, I am now out of this trade. Because it hit our targets. There it is, $80. It actually apparently went to 82. I didn't see it go to 82, but I took the profit at the $80 level in the post-market trading. As you can see, again, the wonderful signals that we got for this NVIDIA, the NVDU play, NVDU, okay, that we got here. We got these beautiful buy signals here, but here was the one here that we got, a bullish reversal signal, this light blue arrow, and that took us up beautifully. Now, of course, it was quite funny because in just before trading closed for the day, there was a little bit of a sell-off, which was quite odd, but I did not sell at all, and I held the position, and of course, that's been rewarded with a $80 move to the upside. So that position went from $75 all the way up to 80. And of course, there were other NVIDIA trades that I took using the tribal trade signals there. You can see a beautiful entry there at around 69. So I've been in and out of NVIDIA over the last few days. That was just the latest trade that I took and that I gave in the Tribal Trades Discord there, okay? And so obviously they beat their earnings, which they were expected. It was very unusual to see this panic selling just before the earnings. Why would I sell right before the earnings? I thought maybe there are some insiders that know something that I don't, but I was pretty confident that they were going to beat earnings, and beat earnings they did, and I held that position into earnings. I was prepared to stop out. I would have stopped out around just below this 20 EMA here on the hourly, if this had after earnings, of course. I was going to hold it through to earnings. I can tell you what, I was not going to sell just before earnings were released. I don't think NVIDIA has ever not beat earnings, by the way. So I just didn't think anything was about to change in that regard. So that was a great play that was taken on the NVDU there. And these are the strategies that we look, I want to continue with, as far as both on the YouTube and the Discord as well, just teaching good trading habits and disciplines, having good portfolios, learning how to, when you get into a trade, to make sure that you have an exit strategy before you jump in the trade where you take profit, already had that 80 to 82 level, and then had a $73 is where I was going to look to get out of the trade, or under $74 this area to get out of the trade. Had earnings missed, I would have been fairly quick to cut that position. I was certainly not going to cut it or be stopped out before the earnings took place. All right. Well, that's all that I have time for today. Appreciate you all joining in, but I am bullish for the stock market. I did move a large chunk of my crypto portfolio into the stock market at the beginning of the year, And this is the reason why you just don't get these kind of big corrections in the stock market like this very often. And just the ability to take the opportunity there were two bullish reversal signals there where I was able to get in on these trades. Absolutely fantastic there. Oops, just I don't want to move that. I want to keep that where it is. And you can see how well these trades have played out. It's just so great to see a strategy that I've devised and that I've actually been trading off since 2022 with great success. And now I have actual signals that make it even easier and clearer for me when I'm trading, but also are available for the Tribal Trades community to trade with them in the Discord. I can't wait to see all the wonderful stories of people who are winning trades using these trading signals. And if you are in the Discord and you've been taking some trades and made some money over the last 24 hours or so, please let me know here in the YouTube channel or let me know in the Discord. Tag me in the wins section. I would love to see how you've won using this trading strategy. All right, well, that's all we have time for today. And as always, until the next episode or until I see you in the Discord, happy trading.